What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with a video kind of based off a couple articles I've been seeing over the last couple of days that I thought was actually a very interesting topic to talk about. I wouldn't say very controversial, but one that's a little bit hard to talk about while being precise, and that is, will Ohio State be a better team or take over, unseat Alabama, or just be the next Alabama over the next, I'd say, 5 years? Man, it's a tough answer. I'm going to give you my perspective on what Ohio State will be over the next 5 years. And I think it's just going to be a repeat of Florida. Is that a bad thing? No. Florida through the late 2000s was maybe the best team in college football overall. Able to win 2 national championships. And you know what? Ohio State's already brought home one. I think over the next 5 years, I'd expect at least one. They will win one, in my opinion, they will win one national championship at least over the next 5 years, maybe 2. But do I think they're going to win 4 of the next 5? No, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think that the combination of the rise of, or the rises of Florida, Michigan, the eventual rise, in my opinion, of Texas, also the rise of Tennessee. I'm not saying these teams are going to win, but I'm saying these teams are definitely going to compete. And then, that's not even talking about the teams that are already at the top right now: OU, Clemson, Alabama. It's a competitive time in college football right now. To say that it's always a competitive time in college football, but right now, it's a weird time because of all these blue bloods that are in weird positions. Like I said, the teams I just mentioned, but Urban Meyer, I think, is going to be able to do something very special with Ohio State. I think he's going to stay at Ohio State for the rest of his coaching career. That is my personal opinion on the whole thing. And I don't think Alabama's going to fade away anytime soon. We'll see. Urban Meyer and Nick Saban are the 2 best coaches in college football right now, and I think that's an unquestionable statement. But again, we'll see what happens. To look ahead 5 years in the future for college football is very hard to do, and to say that Alabama won't be there year in and year out is just stupid to assume. The amount of national championships they've won in the past 7 years, you can't look past them. But Ohio State, I think, 2 more years of JT Barrett. They've gone through some changes this year in the offseason. I believe there's 14 new starters or something like that this year. So while there's not as much expectation placed on them as last year, just because there was an unrealistic amount of expectation placed on them last year to just absolutely dominate college football, I think this year, I don't think that they will win it. I don't think they're even going to make the playoff this year. I think that that's more of a realistic expectation for next year. But again, you can't count out a team that's in a lot of people's top 10s. That's actually in pretty much everyone's top 10, including mine, and a team that 2 years ago was considered to be in the exact same spot. Now, actually, I don't know about the exact same, but close to it. Especially after Braxton went down and then JT Barrett was thrown into the fire. No one really expected anything like that to happen, especially after the loss to Virginia Tech. But again, like I said, can't count them out, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. That's my whole take on it. Like I said, over the next 5 years, I expect 1, maybe 2 national championships, at least 1. That's my stance on it. I don't know if they're going to win more than Alabama. I'd say maybe about the same. Alabama might win 1 more. But again, these are the 2 greatest coaches in college football right now, arguably the 2 greatest programs in college football right now, and 2 programs that I do respect pretty immensely, even if I'm not the biggest fan of either of them. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah.